Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. I was coming in here tonight just wanting to talk to you all. And I hope you can hear me, folks. I don't know what's going on with my tablet or anything, folks, but I've noticed that the audio is a little bit different on my tablet and everything. So I apologize to anyone that can't hear the videos or whatever. But what I wanted to talk about, folks, is I hope this makes sense to you and everything, folks. But, you know, this year is kind of a strange year. And I was wondering if you all felt the same way, folks. I mean, you know, look at our election, how strange things are going with that, folks. And all the prices on everything's went up so high you can't really afford it. And, you know, do you ever feel like that something that bad is about to happen, folks? And I'm not really saying this to scare anyone, folks. I'm just saying I want to know if you're on the same page with me, folks, about that. The times now doesn't seem like any other time. Everything that's happening right now is, it's a different type of, I don't know how to put it, folks. It's a different type of situation that we're in now, folks. I guess you could call it times of uncertainty. And that's probably what the title of this video will be, folks. You know, because, you know, things just don't feel the same as they used to. And the reason that I didn't get to church tonight, folks, is I don't know if you've ever done this before or not, but, you know, I was thinking today was Tuesday. I don't know why. It just seems like a Tuesday to me. And I got tired today and I laid down and took a nap. And I slept for a long time, folks. Probably up till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And I guess that was my body's way of saying that it needed the rest and everything. But yes, folks, do I think that there's a possibility if Trump doesn't get in that we could possibly see a depression? Well, yes, I'm sure that a lot of people feel that way, folks. You know, because already we're just on the brink of it, folks, because, you know, unless you have a lot of money in your pocket and stuff like that, folks, right now, today, you can't go in stores and things like that and buy stuff because it's gotten too expensive. And, you know, I'm talking about for us poor folks, folks. This life has gotten to be pretty bad for us, you know, because sometimes we don't even have the gas to run around and do errands that we used to do all the time in the past. When you go to town, you got to make everything count, because if you don't, then you know, you're probably going to waste money because you're not doing everything that you have to do. And that's what me and my husband usually do whenever we go to town, because of the gas prices. We try to make everything count now, folks. You know, like if we have errands that all fall together, we put them all together and get them done in the same day. And that's to try to save a little bit on gas, folks, because we have been known to forget something in town. And then my husband would have to turn around and go back to town, and he'd have to buy something. And whenever that happens, folks, it's running out gas out of your car, extra that you can't really afford. And folks, the gas prices right now, they're probably cheaper because the election's coming up. And if Trump doesn't get back in, folks, the gas is probably going to go up so high that you are going to have to make sure that it counts whenever you go to town. And you might not even be able to afford, there might be times that you won't even be able to afford gas, folks. You might have to make sure when you go to town that you get everything you need. And if need be, write it down. If you're like me, because, sometimes, folks, when we have a lot of things on our minds, we can't remember every single little thing. So here lately, what I've been doing is my husband's a little bit forgetful too, so I write it down on paper. And if he happens to go to town, then I just let him pick up whatever's on that paper. But that's what we have to do, folks. These uncertain times can cause us to be forgetful too, folks, because we might be down and out, feeling kind of upset over the situation, folks. Not knowing what's going to happen from one day to the next. Because you get up every day, folks, and you turn the news on and listen to it. There's always something on that news that is negative. And there's always the Democrats trying to gaslight people on something, folks. And that's just how I feel about it. It's one thing after another with them. And, I think it's unconstitutional in a way that Kamala Harris got to get in there and run as a nominee without votes. Because, folks, that's really not right. But that's just my opinion, folks. I'm not trying to get on the election. Right now, we're talking about times of uncertainty. And we got to remember, too, folks, if we're believers in God and we're studying our Bibles and things like that, folks, the Bible stipulates that it's going to fulfill itself. And it makes nobody knows when God's going to return, folks. It makes you wonder if this is the starting of the Bible fulfilling or whatever, folks. But I just wonder about that, and I was wanting to share it with you all. And I hope that it makes sense to you folks, because, it is kind of, it makes your mind boggle and stuff like that, folks, at the fact that, all this stuff is going on nowadays, just like the immigrants, folks. What are we going to do if the immigrants wind up getting, things that the American people are supposed to get, and we're put in the back seat because of that, folks? You know what I'm saying? Just like, for instance, what I told you on one of my videos one day. What if we lose Social Security to the immigrants, folks? What if we can't find housing because of the immigrants, folks? I believe in sharing, folks, with people if they are in a bad position and everything. But this might be a situation, folks, where it won't be sharing. It'll be the American people last. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean, folks. You know, it's probably going to get kind of rough in that situation. Because right now, if you go on YouTube and look, there's certain situations where there's homeless veterans and homeless American people that haven't even been taken care of, folks. And we got all these people coming across our border and stuff like that, folks, and we don't know the first thing about them. And, you know, what if it gets so bad, folks, that terrorists wind up coming into our country and they start winding up going to each individual house and doing things to people that is unimaginable, I guess you'd call it. But, you know, do you think about that kind of stuff, folks? I try not to, you know, and I know I'm not trying to be negative or anything, folks. I'm just saying that we're living in times of uncertainty right now, and we just need to try to, I guess, prepare ourselves, folks. I don't know. You know, I'm not really sure, because it does put you in the situation to where you don't really know what to do about it or anything, folks, except maybe save money. Don't go out and spend money on just anything, folks, because that's what me and my husband are doing, folks. We're thinking about things that we can do without, and we don't buy them anymore, folks. That's just like those towelettes now, folks, that they make in the store. You know, you can take paper towels and stuff and make them up yourself and put distilled water in them, and maybe add a little bit of, not a whole lot, just a little bit of bleach or Lysol or something like that, you know, that would help you, you know, clean your house and stuff like that. And you ain't got to go out and spend a whole lot of money on towelettes. Because my husband bought me a value pack of those here not too long ago. And they have gotten small, folks. You remember how big they used to be? Well, if you go out and you get a big one right now, you only get one. And you spend about $5 on that one thing of towelettes, folks. So just think about that, folks. And if you notice, when you buy something in the store now, too, I don't know if you paid attention to it or not, but is it just me, or has things got smaller? You know, just like my husband went and bought a pack of hamburgers the other night. Those hamburgers get thinner and thinner, folks. I mean, they are so thin that it doesn't take no time to cook them, you know. And that's what I mean, folks, you know, it's just, and the chick feed, when I buy chick feed, folks, I spend quite a bit of money on one bag of chick feed, and it's got smaller. And if you go into a store and try to buy your dogs or cats a treat or something like that, that's going to cost a fortune. And it's a shame, folks. I don't know. I don't know what the poor people's going to do. But, yeah, I just had that on my mind, and I thought I'd come in here and share that with you all. And I hope you enjoy this video, folks. You have a nice night and a blessed night, too. You got this, folks. You're awesome. Bye-bye.